The book discovered me in 1972. Yeah. And,
How did that happen?
well, I had an old high school friend that just came back from Vietnam. And he was pretty strung out on heroin and all kinds of good drugs he got a hold of in Vietnam. And he was a part of that Cali incident in the Mekong Triangle. And he really got, messed up in his head, and he was searching for reality. I wasn't much looking for truth at the time. But when he stopped to visit me in Idaho, he had a whole trunk load of different religious books. And he brought in the house this one big blue book and opened it to the first part of the foreword that said, "Your world, Urantia, is one of many inhabited, similar inhabited spheres." And I just looked at it and thought, well, that's what I believe anyway, that there's much life in the universe. Anyhow, he wanted to leave the book with me, and I was busy building a house, and I didn't have time to read a book like that, and I wasn't like a truth searcher. I was into material pursuit. But he insisted on leaving the book, and sat on my coffee table for about 6 months until I was done building that house. And then it was still sitting on my coffee table 6 months later, and I was enjoying leisure time for the first time in my life. And I just happened to every now and then pop that old blue book open and take a look wherever my eyes fell. And dang, if it didn't seem like the first half a dozen times, everywhere I'd open that book and start reading, it would answer a question that I'd already been wondering about in my mind.
Amazing.
So of course I got very interested and settled down and finally read the fourth part of the book, and by then I was convinced it was the best religious philosophy I'd ever got a hold of, and it was a clarification of religious viewpoint. The Urantia Book has slowly helped me to create a better relationship with the Father, which I had no idea about before. And so it's actually the best thing that happened in my whole life, and I wouldn't trade it for any material possession I own. I would not trade the concepts that I've learned from it for anything in the world.
What is so special about that concept?
What's that, Mario?
What is so special about that concept?
The concept?
Yeah.
All the concepts. The Urantia Book just gives you all kinds of new ideas about living in the seventh super universe, and telling you how many super universes there are, and breaking it all down into the systems and the local universes and the various aspects of the universe. It gives you concepts we've never heard of before. It's beautiful. It's an expansion of God. It lifts them out of that old book and brings them into the modern world of cosmic awareness that we've grown in our own lifetime from the photos they've sent back from NASA, and we now understand that we live on a little planet in space, and the time is nigh that we learn that there's other life throughout the universe, and that it's a grand organization. It's all adds much to our previous concept of the kingdom of heaven.
You met many people who are very intelligent but are having a hard time connecting or somehow getting the concept of the book. Why do you think that some people can seem to get into that? What do you think?
That kind of puts me on the spot, Mario. I hate to say it's because they weren't ready. I hate to say it's because they didn't have the spiritual insight or genetically, or I hate to say anything. I don't know what the reason is. I've been looking for that reason since 1972, and I still don't understand why intelligent people would read this wonderful book and not see that it's the best thing we've been offered in this day and age.